Zodiac is back and better than ever. Zodiac Barrage has been unlimited, Rapier is at 1, and Trident has also been unlimited. Let's see how good this deck is. Hello guys and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we're taking a look at Zoodiac, or more specifically, Zoodiac Tri-Brigade. The best deck when this game first came out. Does it hold up to this day? It actually got better. It used to be... Actually, it just strictly got better. There was nothing really that changed. We did get Fractal back to 3, as well as Tenki, which were the only hits to this deck prior, or like, that were hit from the release of the game. And now, in addition to all of that coming back to 3, we also got Rapier, which we'll talk about. We got Barrage back to 3. Actually, this was at 0, which is crazy, which again we'll talk about. And we got Trident to 3, which matters quite significantly. So we're going to do the quick card by card and the explanation. Starting off with the Tri-Brigades, we're playing a smaller amount of Tri-Brigades because we're mostly focused on the... we're not mostly focused, but we can kind of do it because of triple Fractal, triple Tenki. We don't really need as many. So we're playing 2 Nerval, 1 Kairos, and 1 Kit, as well as 1 Revolt, and then triple Kairos and, of course, the triple Tenki to search the Kairos. Pretty simple there. As for the Zodiacs, we're playing 1 Rapier, which if you don't know what this does, on normal summon, send a Zodiac card from the deck to the grave, and once per turn, you can detach an Exe material from this card, and then special summon a Rapier from your hand or deck. Now, obviously, that is not going to happen since we only have 1 Rapier, but this was what made Rapier so broken. It was basically, you normal summoned a Rapier, sent a Zodiac card, which there are Zodiac cards that are actually pretty decent to send, like for example Combo, which is pretty decent. We're not playing it here because it's not too great here, but it's fairly decent. But more importantly, you are also able to then use it as Exe to special summon another guy, which then could be used as another Exe material, which could then go into Broad Bull, or a second Trident, or whatever it may be, or do full combo with the Chocolate line, which I'll show you. But yeah, this card's crazy and absolutely insane. So yeah, there's a reason it's at 1 instead of at 3. We have 2 Zoodiac Whiptail, which is just a good monster. It attaches itself at quick effect speed to a monster, and then if a monster battles after damage calculation, banish the opponent's monster, which is pretty good. We have Thoroughblade on normal or special, discard a Zoodiac to draw a card, and then it also deals piercing. Ram, which is very important to the combo, and I'll tell you why in a second. But if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target a Zoodiac monster in your grave, special summon it, which is very nice. And then also, it protects you from trap cards that target, like for example, Imperm. Very strong. So yeah, then we're also playing triple Barrage. We're going to talk about Barrage here. You can target a face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon a Zodiac monster from your deck. You can only use one of the following effects per turn, or sorry, one of that effect per turn. Then, if this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target an Exe monster you control, attach this card as material. Very strong card, just a free summon of a Pendulum monster, or of a Zodiac monster, which is very nice. And if you notice, it targets for cost, and then destroys itself for effect, and does the whole effect at once. Kind of. Destroy it, and if you do, special summon, resolving. Meaning, you can target Barrage, pop Barrage with Barrage, and then special summon from deck. That means it's a 1-card combo. It's absolutely insane. And we're going to talk about that 1-card combo that you can do. So, say for example, you have a Rapier, or you have a Barrage, or something along those lines. Well, more specifically, if you have like a Rapier, or a way to get another monster into the graveyard with Barrage, it's kind of a 2-card combo. But what you can do is, if you have a target in the grave for Chocolate, you go Chocolate, detach the material, special summon back Ram in particular. You do need the Ram. I'm sorry, you need the Ram. This is why we're playing it. So it's mostly with Rapier, with Ram and Barrage. There's that. There are other ways, like for example, you can get Fractal to send it to the graveyard. Not really a great play, but it's an option. Or you can like pop the Ram with Barrage, right? And then you get a monster, and yada yada. So there's that. There are a few ways, but mostly from Rapier. Chocolate, bring back the Ram. Ram is then going to be destroyed with Trident, because you're going to go Chocolate into Trident. Trident is going to pop the Ram. Ram is going to bring back the material that you detached off of the Chocolate, which is normally Rapier, or whatever else it may be, as long as you have a way to get this into the grave. You bring back the material. The material is now able to be used as an Exe material. You Exe into Tiger Mortar, or Broadboard, probably Tiger Mortar. And then you Exe the Tiger Mortar and the Trident into Utopic Draco. If Future. Pretty powerful. This is mostly something that is going to be more useful on the second turn, being able to go Trident and pop a card and then bring back a guy in order to go into the Utopic Draco Future, which is just a really good boss monster to kind of clean up boards in a simplified game state. Very strong. As for the rest of the cards, we are playing a ton of hand traps. So we're playing it 2 Gamma as well as the Driver. We're playing it an Effect Veiler for a crossout target. We're playing 2 Imperm. We're playing triple Maxi, triple Ash Blossom, and then we're playing also 2 Triple Tax and 2 Triple Tactics Thrust. Now, notably, I could like take out a Triple Tactics Silence here and play like Herald of the Abyss or something along those lines, which is probably what I should be doing. And honestly, you should probably do that instead. But yeah, there you go. I really like Triple Tactics Talents, so there's that. But the reason we're playing Thrust is because we can actually Thrust for Revolt. So it's a little bit better to play 2 Thrust than it is to play 2 Triple Tactics Talents. So there's that. So yeah, being able to like set Revolt is very strong. As long as you have the 4 materials in Grave, that's a free Sure Egg, which is, again, very nice. As for the extra deck, we're playing the 1 Utopic Draco, as well as the 1 Utopic Future, 1 Utopic Future and 1 Utopic Draco Future. We're playing 1 Tiger Mortar, 2 Trident, 1 Borbo, and 2 Chokanine, which is a very weird lineup for Zodiacs, but honestly, Trident is just so much better, Chokanine is just so much better, and realistically, I noticed that I didn't need the Hammer Kong, just wasn't really worth it to play, so I didn't play it. And then, of course, 1 Zaius. Zaius is very strong. Then for the Tri-Brigades, we're playing 1 Ferrogy, 1 Bearbrum, 1 Rugal, 1 Apollosa, and then 2 Sure Egg. Sure Egg actually does come up quite often, having the second one does matter. This could be like a Axis Code Talker. I don't think it's really worth it. But Apollosa came up a bunch and is very strong and is mostly part of the end board. So yeah, there you go. And then, yeah, that's basically it. Let's hop into the replays and show you how this deck performed. Alright, so here we are going first with a pretty decent hand. Triple Tack, Ash, and full combo on both ends, which is very strong. So we're going to go and go Fractal, send Kit, send Nerval, Nerval effect to activate, grab up another Fractal. Then we're going to normal summon the Fractal here, and we're going to banish 2. We're going to go for the Ferrojeet here, activate the Ferrojeet effect in order to special summon the Thoroughblade, and then link off into Bearbrum. Here we are going to then activate the Ferrojeet effect in order to draw Barrage, which is pretty good. My opponent didn't activate anything here, so I'm going to go for the Barrage instead of the Triple Attack. We're going to pop the Barrage in order to go for the Ram. Here we will go Hammer Kong. This was when I was originally playing Hammer Kong. I cut it eventually, and I changed up the extra deck, and I think I like the extra deck more now. So we're going to go for the Trident here. We're going to pop. I put this card in attack position. I shouldn't. I should always, almost always, you are going to want to go for the Trident in defense position. There's just no reason to put it in attack position. Anyway, but hopefully you saw the combo there. We brought back the Ram, or we special summoned the Ram with Chokanine. We popped it with Trident, and then it brought back the Hammer Kong. And now the Hammer Kong can go into a... oh, we didn't go to Chokanine here. Sorry. Oh, we just popped it with the other material. So yeah, now we bring back with the Chokanine and then go into the Apollosa. This will then also trigger the Bearbrum effect, and we can grab up the Revolt, putting back the Karos. So we have the Karos, we have the Revolt, we have the Trident, and we have the Apollosa. This is basically what you're trying to do for the most part. So there you go. We're going to Trident pop the True Sun God. Again, this is just an example. We're not exactly playing against the best deck, but we have the Hand Trap in hand, and then we have the full combo, which is very, very nice. They're going to go and activate Sheeran, which is wild. I don't know what's going on here. I genuinely don't. I have no idea. Don't know why we're playing Tier Limits alongside the True Sun God. But it's very funny, because they're going to normal summon Snow. Okay. They're going to go to the battle phase, and I'm going to go for the Bearbrum into the Nerval, into the Kit, into the Fractal. And then, of course, we're going for the Sure Egg. Now, I was originally also playing a second Revolt, so I'm actually going to be able to activate the Bearbrum here. Again, I don't think that's really worth it. This was more of a Tri-Brigade heavy version of the deck, and honestly, I felt like it was more worth it to play Utopic. I think this version isn't playing the Utopic stuff, which is not really worth it. Anyway, so out comes the Revolt. I'm just going to put that back, and then we're going to search out another card. Search out the Fractal. We're going to banish the Snow. And the reason I decided to go for this was because they seemed pretty intent on destroying the Apo. So I was like, cool, maybe I'll keep the Apo around, and then we also have the Ash Blossom. Didn't really matter. My opponent just concedes there. And yeah, good game. Alright, once again, we are going first. I'm playing Droplet in this version. Don't know if it's worth it. We'll find out. We're going to go for the Tenki here. We're going to grab up the Whiptail. We already have the Wrap here. I'm just going to normal summon that, to which my opponent will activate Maxi. I need to stop that, so of course we're going to go for the Crossout Designator. We're going to activate the effect and banish the Maxi from our own deck, negating the Maxi. I think we're still originally... I think we're still playing Crossout. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We're going to send the Ram here, and now I can show you the full combo with the... whatchamacallit? Just kidding. We're still not playing the Utopic stuff. Never mind. Out comes Ram. We're going to go for the Hammer Krong. We're going to activate the... we're going to go Tiger Mortar. We're then going to go for the Trident. I think I put it in attack position again because I'm stupid. No, I put it in defense position. Hooray. Now we're going to pop the Ram. Out comes the Ram effect. We're going to go for the Choconine. Doesn't really matter here. I'm going to set a card because I wanted to threaten this because I knew they had the Nibiru. I'm like, cool. Fractal. Ash. Wild! Okay, I guess we're not doing anything here. Nibiru. Bog. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm just going to pass the turn. There's not really anything I can do. I can hope that this droplet gets me there with the sending of the Tenki. Out comes Sakitama. Wild. Sakitama normal summon. Walk over the Nibiru with 0 stats. And then the Nibiru walks in for 3k. Excuse me. Anyway, draw a card. It's Barrage, because I'm just better. I'm going to normal summon the Whiptail here. We're going to activate the effect... we're going to go into the Trident here. This is a bit of a mistake, but it's not really that big of a deal. We're going to go for the Barrage. We're going to pop the Barrage in order to go for the Thoroughblade. The Barrage will then attach to the Trident. Again, this is why I started playing the Utopic stuff. There was oftentimes where I would just have more Zodiacs, and it's like, cool. Utopic Draco would be fantastic here. Yeah, I can make Zeus. Zeus is very strong, don't get me wrong. But, like, Utopic Draco might actually just be better here. Just, like, straight up. So, there's that. Anyway, it's Mathmac. I'm not surprised, but a little disappointed. I'm gonna pop the Circular. The reason for it, I don't really want them to get that search. That search becomes problematic. So, anyway. Out comes the Sigma. They're gonna activate the Sakitama. I'm like, that's fine by me. You want to know why? Because out comes Allen Version. I'm like, cool, fantastic. They're going to activate the Allen Version. I'm like, that's not allowed because we're going to send away the Trident. The reason I send the Trident here, it's going to die anyway. I don't want to give them access to something like a Zeus. I doubt that they're being able to play it. Actually, I don't think they can play it. Never mind. But more specifically, it's that either way, the Trident's going to die. So there's that. Out comes Almirage. They're going to go for the Almirage. They're going to go into Splash Mage because cool. Yeah. Bring back. Then they're going to go into Link Decoder. And I'm like, okay, I actually need to stop them from getting Heat Soul. Heat Soul is very powerful. And no Heat Soul. Pogjam. I draw into Kit. Fantastic. Activate the Kit effect. We're going to banish 2. And out comes the DDL. I was originally playing this one. I don't know how much I feel about this. It was a more Tri-Brigade heavy version. So, I did like it. It did pretty well. But I still think it's not as good. Alright, so here we are, going second. This game's pretty interesting, because it's branded. It's fine, I'll just stop them. I have the Ash Blossom, it's fine, whatever. Activate the Branded Fusion, coolio. Activate the Ash Blossom. And of course, Crossout. Of course it's Crossout. It's never called by. I've never seen them have called by. They just don't have it. It just doesn't exist in their deck. But they always have the Crossout. It's wild. That's probably just me, but let's be honest, it's still funny. They go for the Albion here. I don't agree with this play. I think this is a terrible play, and I'll explain why in a second. So it's been a second. This is why it's a terrible play. We could have ended on a lot of material. We could have ended on a big board and a lot of different things. And instead we decided to go for Albion Pass. Now, they do have a set card. That set card could be something valuable as to why we are playing the Albion. But basically, it's just super polymerization. That's all that we're doing. It's just super polymerization with Fallen Vabaz. That's all that we're doing. That's the whole board. And a big untargetable guy. That's it. Like that. This card doesn't do anything except for make super poly. Cool. They go for Maxi. I drew Gamma because I'm just better. So cool. A game of Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be played. So that's very interesting. And yeah. All right. Let's see how this goes. Now, I'm going to activate my Barrage here, and then I'm going to make a mistake. And I'll show you why this is a mistake before you realize what happens. So we're going to the Borbo here, right? Borbo immediately is a mistake. Why? Because I should go Trident. Why? Because what is this guy going to do except for activate the effect, and now I can't do anything. So they're going to bring back the Albaz, as well as my Gamma, which is fine, whatever. They're going to pitch a card, and then they're going to go for the Mirror Jade. Because I couldn't Trident there to pop the Albaz, it allowed them to basically be able to do that. So, oopsie, shouldn't have done that. Not really that big of a deal, we get to go for the triple tactics, and except for the fact that they're playing bad cards and are going to negate everything. Now, they make a bit of a mistake here. They're going to go and activate the Mirror Jade effect. Don't know why we're doing this, but they are. Again, I don't know. They literally get to target this. By the way, let me actually just read this card real quick. Choose a fusion monster you control that mentions Fallen Albaz as material, and negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field until the end of the turn. Fantastic. That's all you need to know. So, they choose Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade could still have had its effect to banish. They just chose not to do that. They chose to banish here with the Gamma. That's cool. I'm going to normal summon Thoroughblade, pitch Thoroughblade, grab Cross out. That's, like, terrible. Not really that big of a deal, because we got another card into the graveyard, though we have the Ram anyway, which is fantastic. So, yeah, we're going to go for the Ram here. We're going to grab up the Trident. The Trident effect is going to activate. We're going to pop the Ram. And then we're going to go and activate the Ram effect in order to grab back the Borbo, and then Borbo into Utopic Future. At this point, my opponent concedes. Now, you're probably wondering, why is my opponent conceding there? Well, the simple reason is, I walk into their board with the Utopic, right? Utopic just walks into the Mirror Jade, it dies. Then I walk into the the Albat, or the Albion, it dies. Whatever the card in the graveyard is negated. This card can't do anything. It can't get over this guy. This is not going to do anything. We have the negate for their turn. And then also, when they activate this guy's effect again, the new Albion's effect, I can just negate it again and steal the monster. So it's not like they can do anything there. It's not like that's going to be live. And then on top of that, at the very end, I still have that barrage, the Zodiac barrage, which allows me to then make another guy, which, for example, a second Trident would be very nice. So, there you go. Yeah, cool. Good game. Alright, here we are, once again, going first, and this hand is very strong. We get both sides of our engine with a maxi answer, which is very strong. We're going to grab the Rapier. I'm going to normal summon the Rapier. We're going to activate the effect, sending the Ram, and then we're going to go into the Chalkanine. You've seen this before, but let's do it again. Chalkanine effect. Grab back the Ram. Just kidding! DD Crow, you don't get nothing. You get nothing. That's it. Okay, good game. Cool. That's okay. We still have the Barrage. Let's see what we can do. We're going to go for the Barrage here. We're going to activate the Barrage. We're going to go into the Thoroughblade. I'm going to attach a material because I can. It's funny. Realistically, I probably should have popped the Tenki. I don't know why I didn't. Just chose not to because I'm stupid, I guess. And then we're going to go into a useless material, which is Tiger Mortar here, to go for the Farigite. This gives me 4. That's right. 4. Count them. 4 materials in grave. Outcomes, Fractal. Fractal effect is going to activate. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this allows me to go for the Shureg. Shureg is fantastic here, because we can use the Shureg entity Fractal to go into Bear Brum. This then allows us to search out with Shureg, and we can search out a Ram for the follow-up, which is, again, very cool. Out comes the Apollosa. It's only a 2-mat Apple, but that's okay, because now we get to go and chain block our Bear Brum activation, so we can guarantee that we get something useful here. And then I draw into Triple Tactics Talents, and I go, oh! How very interesting. We're going to grab the Revolt, we're going to put back the Ash Blossom, and then we're going to activate the Triple Tactics Talents. I do not like these cards. I think Triple Tactics Talents and Triple Tactics Thrusts are just not fair cards, and they're not really fun to play against. But alas, here's my opponent's hand. Snow Devil, Prospy, Desires, and Raisin. All of which are pretty strong, I'm not going to lie. These are pretty good cards. Except for Snow Devil, really. It's not really great here. But, yeah, Raisin, Pot of Desires, Pot of Prosperity is kind of crazy. I, of course, put back the Pot of Prosperity. No shot, I don't. And then I set a card and pass. Now, they're obviously going to activate the Desires. As long as they don't have a way to out my Ash Blossom, we're pretty good. So, out comes the Pot of Desires. Of course, I activate my own Ash Blossom. And they don't have anything. Fantastic. That resolves. Fantastic. No Desires for you. They're going to normal summon the Raisin. They choose to just not activate the effect. I do not know why. They don't even put this in the same zone to, like, threaten the destruction effect. They just don't. I mean, fair, but at least, like, activate the effect so that I have to negate. They just choose not to. So I get a free Revolt. Just kidding! Ghost Bell! Luckily, Apollosa is a good card. So we're going to obviously chain to negate. And yeah, this game is over at this point. They have no Raisin effect. They just chose not to use it. The Raisin gets banished. And yeah, cool. Good game. Alright, we're back with the deck, and honestly, this deck is pretty good. I think one of the big things that makes Zodiac in particular so powerful is the fact that basically seeing any one of these cards allows you to do a pretty decent combo and end on a whole bunch of non-engine and Dryden, which is also pretty good. And then you can also back that up with Zeus or a Utopic or something like that, or you can back it up with Tri-Brigades in order to basically allow you to actually OTK, or not even OTK, but just like win in a simplified game state, which is very strong. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't really have anything else to say except for hand traps go burr. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, I like us very much. I appreciate it. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.